This is weekly reset number 72. What will I be when I am healed? I will become who I was always meant to be. I like that. This past week, I have been considering the quality of courage, being courageous. The quality of courage, being courageous. And I wrote down things that I want to improve, areas, I guess sub-qualities that I want to improve. I want to be courageous in treating myself gently and with kindness. And I want to be courageous in being more disciplined and organized. So throughout the week, I had been reviewing last week's video that I posted. I watched it a few times, and I usually only watch it like once or twice, just to see myself and hear myself and give myself pointers. And so, but this past week, I watched the video a few times, and I picked up on like the hesitation in my voice a little bit, and then just in my body I could tell that I was like hesitating to say some things that I'd written down. And I talked about feeling guilty for having survived things, for having overcome things, and yeah, it's obviously like still something that I'm working through, being able to like talk about, and I wanted to just mention it again just because it's worth mentioning however many times I feel like I need to say whatever it is. Giving myself permission to be happy involves releasing and letting go of the guilt that I feel I experience in my body for having survived traumatic things in my childhood, in my adulthood, and for wanting to change my narrative and change my family history and allow myself the opportunity to move on and create new memories and give my kids a chance to think and see better things. So yeah, I think as I continue to talk more about the things that I've survived and overcome, then I won't feel like I'm hesitating, or I won't feel rushed within myself about that. And yeah, that'll be good. The other thing that I noticed that I was hesitating about was regarding supporting and celebrating other people. And this was the one that I was really thinking about this week. I don't believe that in the workplaces that I've been in, there has been or is enough talk about supporting one another and celebrating one another and cheering for one another and rooting for one another. And a lot of that comes from like, well, we don't have time for that. We have to work, we don't have time to be thinking about whether other people are doing good. We're just trying to figure ourselves out and make sure we're doing what we need to do. And I think that has a lot to do with the mentality of surviving, of just trying to survive, just trying to eat, just trying to get mine, just worrying about me and mine, and in a lot of workplace settings, work culture, it's where, from my understanding and my point of view, we're encouraged to think about it as like dog eat dog, that type of thing. And so of course there's gonna be hesitation. Of course I'm gonna be tripping over my words trying to figure out how to make sense of this idea of like being the people person that I want to be. I wrote down this thought that came to me earlier today. It says, we're at war with each other because we're at war with ourselves. And I don't want that to be the case in my life or in the people that I work with or interact with in a professional setting. I struggle with antisocial tendencies, because I've been hurt. So this is what I actually want to get into, okay? So in the workplace, I have been involved in the drama that is working with other people and wanting to collaborate, but having like that personality clash happen. And I've also been a part of the chisme and adding to like rumor spreading, things that we pick up when we're in school, middle school, high school. You have like your hierarchies and your popularity contests and your groups and things like that, and it continues on into adulthood and leads into the work that we do. And I've been hurt by rumors being spread, people in positions of power and authority wanting to silence me. And I've also played my part in making things worse, and I think that's why I hesitated last week to like really say what I wanted to say, because I needed to sit with that a little longer for my own understanding and learning opportunity, and wanting to say to myself first and foremost that I don't want to be a part of that type of behavior and thinking. I don't want to add to this culture that is toxic. So I want to be the type of employee, the type of manager, the type of team member that doesn't feel the need to like compare, doesn't feel the need to talk negatively about people, but specifically other women, okay? And so everything that I've said, like, I feel like the gossiping and all that stuff, like, because I've worked with a lot more women, that's like the frame of reference that I have. Like, I interact with a lot more women, and so we're conditioned, even when we're younger, to like talk a lot in our, you know, our circles and things. And you know, the idea is that, like, in order for me to feel good about myself, I have to bring you down and talk bad about you. And I just don't want to contribute to that. I don't want to be that type of person. I don't want to be that type of woman. And I gain nothing from that, really. You know what I mean? Like, even if I have been hurt in that area of my life, like, I have been learning to separate myself and my feelings from the actions that other people have taken to try and hurt me. And like I said, I just don't want to contribute to this, the culture, the toxicity that says that I have to bring somebody else down in order for me to be like lifted up, you know? I think that's important because as I continue to love on myself, take care of myself, and consider the type of work that I'm doing, I can then, like I said before, like, extend that kindness to other women who like inspire me, who challenge me, who cheer for me and root for me, you know, who consider me when they're working in things. And yeah, I think that's good. I wrote down, I think well enough of myself and well enough of others to be able to do that. Yeah. I bring that up because it takes a lot of courage to have that type of mindset and act on that. If you're not necessarily like seeing that in the workplace or receiving that from others. Like, I say all this knowing good and well that, like, I'm not gonna get along with everybody. I'm not gonna mesh well with everybody that I work with, you know. But the person on the other end of the conversation that I'm having, the person that I have to work with, whether I like it or not, is still deserving of respect, you know, even if we don't necessarily agree on things, whatever the case is. Yeah. Courage to be gentle with myself in the learning and process of communicating in a way that's respectful. Yeah, I wrote down treating and talking to myself like a friend. As I'm continuing to grow and evolve, like, I say a lot of things here that I want to see in my day-to-day life that may not necessarily be what's happening just yet, but I'm like in the process of like working on like that congruency in my life. So as I notice things, I can be gentle and kind to myself like a friend, and still challenge myself and push myself to be disciplined and organized. And I think reaching out to other people, reaching out to other women who are walking down similar paths, on similar journeys as me, is important and necessary for my growth, for my maintenance as I continue to heal. I'm having to still tend to a lot of the things that I've already been working on, right? Tending to those things that I've put in place. And so maintaining this lifestyle of self-care and personal and professional development requires that I continue to be in community with other women. And I want that to be something that's like coming authentically from me, you know. I'm trying to do a lot more networking in the industries that I want to be a part of, and I want to come across as my authentic self, and yeah, being able to be disciplined and organized is a little easier if I have like that support. And another thing that I wrote down in regards to discipline and organization is seeing things to completion. Seeing things to completion. I have this stack of books that I'm reading all at the same time, and I'm working through them, and I want to finish them. And I was thinking the other day about projects, ideas, writing pieces that I have that are incomplete, and what is that about? You know, like why am I here? You know, a lot of it has to do with the fear of being on the other side of those things being done. You know, things being done is like, that's it. You know, the fear of finality, the fear of my infinite being, you know, the fear of my finite being, I should say. So yeah, my finite being, right? And yeah, needing to like accept that and come to grips with that, because no, I'm not I have my limits, you know what I mean? I have like a place where like that's it, that's the line right there, you know? And that's tough to think about on like greater terms than what I'm saying, you know? And yeah, so I leave things undone because it scares me. So yeah, that's just something else that I thought about, and I'm working through still, and gonna go journal about this after this. And yeah, I wrote down writing workshop also. This is my process, okay? This is like my outline, my little outline. I wrote writing workshop because I want to sign up for like some writing workshops and improve my writing, and you know, just be talking to other writers. And I really do like get so much from like other creative people and things, other creative avenues. I feel like that helps me to, being creative helps me to understand myself better, and be able to like talk better. That's what I want. And I feel like I can apply this attribute of being courageous in the way that I speak, the way that I like put myself out there and reach out to other people. And I'm continuing to remind myself, because I wrote this down, that my contributions are necessary, and my relationship with myself is an opportunity to grow, and then show other people how to treat me, and then I can also treat others with that same level of respect and love. Yeah. What will I be when I am healed? I will become who I was always meant to be.